Yeah, definitely. We should take care of our health. It is everything for us. Actually, health, let's talk about health. We will add more perspectives, more things into this topic, health. Health is not actually just absence of disease. It is not only about diseases. It is about our mental well-being, our physical well-being, our social well-being. This is the definition by
Yep.
WHO. If you are not mentally well, no matter you are physically well, we cannot say that you are healthy. Why? Because you are not mentally well. You are making stupid decisions. You are not able to think properly. You are not able to make proper decisions. You are not able to talk properly with people. So you are not healthy. Similarly, if you are not able to socialize with people, you are not healthy. Why? Because when someone comes in front of you, you should be able to communicate with them properly. If you cannot communicate with them properly, means you have some problems in your mind. So when we are fit, we are well in three domains: physical, mental, and social, then we can say we are healthy.
Yep.
So
I,
these are three types of health which are connected. Like physical health is related to our body, our physical body. We can make our physical health better with exercise, with balanced nutrition, balanced diet, with rest, with sleep, with avoiding fast food, with avoiding I mean, what we call tobacco, alcohol, drugs. Bro, you can mute yourself. There is some noise. Whenever you need to talk, you can unmute at that time. Unmute so. Okay. So I was saying physical health is related with our body and we can make it better with exercise, food, rest, avoiding some illegal foods, some, and like also follow some good safety habits for our body so that we can protect it. And second is mental health. It includes the social well-being. For example, we should be able to enjoy our life. We should be able to communicate with others properly. We should be able to deal with stress. So that is related to mind. And other things are also like emotional things, mental health that also come in it. If you have less money, but you have to fulfill other needs. If you have less money, you cannot fulfill those needs. It will stress. So you should be also financially healthy these days. That definition earlier, which I talked about, that was framed by WHO in 1947. I think if today they will frame the definition, they will include this, uh, like financial health too. So the key points is simply this: we should be physically, mentally fit, and we should not take too enough stress in our life, which will affect our physical health. Now, some people who are unhealthy, who are not physically well, mentally well, emotionally well, so there are different reasons behind those things. I believe there are mainly three reasons. First is our environment, our surroundings. Second is genetic. Third is lifestyle, whatever we follow. Now, first talking about environment thing. Where we live, for example, I live here. The pollution, those germs, healthcare, food, water, whatever I consume, that comes from environment, and it defines my health. If it is bad, if it is impure, then it will degrade my health. So that is environmental thing. It is one factor. So we should try to be in right environment. We should try to consume right food, right water. We should not try to go to those places where there is a lot of pollution. Second thing is genetic. You know, we have genes of our parents, genes inherited from our parents. And if our parents have any sort of disease, any sort of illness, sometimes they transfer through these genes thing. Some people, they lack eyesight, proper eyesight early in their young age because it is just genetic thing. Some people lose their hair. It is genetic thing. In many cases, it is genetic thing. And there are other diseases too, which spread genetically. from parents to that person. And one more thing is lifestyle. Lifestyle, whatever we do daily, like diet, exercise, stress management, income, whatever job we do. So that is related to our lifestyle. If we can maintain our lifestyle and environment properly, there are less chances that we can get affected by disease. Now, talking about genetic, we cannot stop that thing, but medical science is working on it in many domains. They have perfected this thing, but in most of the cases, we cannot do anything with our genes. Now, as topic is health, we should be talking how we can be healthy, how we can protect ourselves, because life is long after 40 years. Most of the people here are young, means you have at least 40 years. If we will talk in general scenario, now everything is unpredictable. We cannot predict anything. Some people may die tomorrow, some after 10 days, some after 10 years. But in general case scenario, you have at least 40 years. Now imagine life after 30 years. I believe like you, me, we should be healthy. We should be able to walk. We should be mentally fit. We should be able to make right decisions. We should be able to walk by ourselves. We should not be just on bed in hospital, just having pain in different parts, organs of our body. So we have to be conscious from today, because life after 30 years, it should be good. After 20 years, it should be good. We should not feel all those problems. So from today, we will take those measures, those steps to perfect our health, to be healthy. So first thing is diet. Diet matters. Our body is made up of cells. Cells require right food, right water, right oxygen. So if cells are healthy, we are healthy. Our brain, it is made up of cells, which we call neurons. If they are healthy, then our mind is healthy. We can make proper decisions. We can think properly. Our memory will be sharp. So first thing is we have to focus on diet. We should eat balanced diet. Balanced diet is a diet which includes different elements which are good for our health. I mean, we should consume nutritious diet, and we should avoid those ultra processed foods, oily foods, junk foods, those snacks, those things which are in those packets. We should avoid them. Most of the people, they consume those things today. And those who consume those things a lot, life after 20 years, that will be like they will face a lot of problems after 20 years, after 10 years, after 5 years, because they are not consuming right food. Our body demands right food. Our body is not any machine like any robot. It is a biological system. It requires right water, right oxygen, right food. So why to eat those foods which are not good for our health? Although it seems tasty, our tongue says it is tasty, but our internal system that says it is not tasty. But we need pleasure for our tongue. No, we should not give pleasure to our tongue. Tongue is just one organ. We should give pleasure to rest parts of our body. They cannot taste it currently, but they can show you consequences after a few years, few months, if you will not take proper food. Second thing is exercise for our physical well-being. We should like daily do exercise. It is not just for weight loss, for building muscles. That is not important. You know what is important? Important is like our each and every part of our body should move each and every day. Like you can do running, walk, push-ups. You should do it. Exercise every day. I'm not saying to do it like do intense exercise. You must sweat. It is necessary to go to the gym. If you want to build a body, you should go. But the thing which is necessary about exercise is your each and every part of your body should move properly every single day, and you should dedicate some time to it. It is not like I'm going to college every single day, so it's exercise. No, you should dedicate time. You should do different sort of exercises, push up, pull up, fine. Can if you will exercise, will feel they feel energy. Remember, right? Exercise to death. Exercise, right? In I think should so that should be perfect. Harmony. They don't eat food, they don't drink water, they do bad activities, they start consuming drugs, cigarettes, and other things. You should not do all those things. For example, you might have heard such stories, typical stories. A boy is in love with a girl, she left or he left her, then they start to do stupid activities. If you do those, we still and they should have the students are not meant. They were solve complex, but better than other years. You that why is less because woman call it like gives management you lot for this suffering not able to Richard down they get whenever have do be calm. Don't you see when there is an why are you just love they are right front. Let's not 5 minutes, but you will react. It happen. I happen. If I people that is not manage stress, we go by nation. We I do know I do my best is how great are because our logic minds are some you and tell and later explain. Probably it will take me 5 minutes, but there is any other person, he will just understand it in just 1 minute. Any other person, it will take for him 30 minutes. No worries. Like the person who will give 30 minutes to understand that page, he should not feel worried. He should not feel disappointed. He should not underestimate. He should not compare with others. It is his capability. He should be happy with that thing, no matter how much time it takes. Some people qualify examination just in a month, 2 months, 6 months, For others, it takes weeks. No worries. Let's give our best. So stop comparison. Stop comparing yourself with others, because we have different, we are like different people. Everyone is not same. And their school is different, their education is different, their parents are different, everything is different. Why to compare? Their lifestyle, their environment. Probably in our families, there are fights. It is a huge family. We are not able to focus on studies. On the other side, there is a guy that is nuclear family. He's able to study more on, he's able to focus more on studies. Let's not compare. Life is different. Some people suffer more, some people suffer less, some people suffer differently. And one more thing is preventive care for health. Earlier, I mentioned diet. Second thing was exercise. Third thing, stress management. Don't take things seriously every single time. Live calmly, live in present. Don't live in future or past. Just live in present. I'm talking to you, listen to me. Don't think what happened during the day. That happened in the past. You cannot change that. Don't think more about tomorrow. Yeah, you should plan tomorrow, but don't live in tomorrow. Live in present. Listen to my points, what I am saying to you. Probably it will help you. If you are studying, just focus on your studies, not what will happen. If you are preparing for any job, focus on your studies, not that job which will come after a few months. Fourth thing is some preventive measures. Like if you are studying from phone, you should try to use big screens, not small screens, because when you study something from small screens, there is small font. It is not good for eyes. And when you continuously look towards eyes, many times you don't blink, eyes become wet. It is not good for eye health. So take these measures. Similarly, prefer to read from books as compared to screens. And similarly, be disciplined. Another thing is, if you are feeling like something from inside, you should consult experts, explain those problems to them. They may help you. And if there is a huge problem, then go to hospital, do some tests of your body. If something is like that, those rich people, those educated people, they take these tests every single year. Every year, what they do, they take blood from their body, 1-2 mLs of blood. They do tests of that, and then they see reports. It is fine. So they remain happy. On the other side, those people who are not educated, it doesn't cost a lot of money. Government hospitals, they do it for free. Or even if they will charge, it will be minimum. Like it will be less. You can do it. They will take some blood from your body. They will do tests. They will provide you reports. You should do it if you have never done it. I have done it. It is good. You will feel confident. Most of the diseases, like those chronic diseases, they do not start like when a person approaches the doctor, hey doctor, I'm feeling this thing, this disease. When doctor tests his blood, okay, there is that problem. It never started on that day or that month. It started 2 years back, 3 years back, 4 years back. But those people never tested. So you must test yourself. That is like best advice, best tip, which I have learned from others. And also one more thing is, you should have purpose in your life, and for that purpose you should work. If you are here, if you join these VCs daily, you should not just join them without having any purpose. Probably if your purpose is to learn things, that is purpose, great. If your purpose is to enhance your communication, that is great. If your purpose is to be good at speaking English, that is great. You should have purpose. I have purpose when I come here. That is why every single day I come here, just to fulfill my purpose. And that purpose is my own. You will have your own purpose. And if you study any book, you should have purpose. There are millions of the books, and I believe nothing is useless in those books. Every information is valuable. But it is not necessary for you to read every single book. If you want to become doctor, I will say you, hey, take this philosophical book. There will be good points related to philosophy. But why you need to read philosophy? You have to become a doctor. Currently, you have no time for reading philosophy or psychology or computer or history. Later in life, you can read those books. For now, focus on what matters. Just prioritize the things. There are millions of the books, but you should read only the ones which are related to your goals. There are millions of the videos on YouTube. they are good, they are educational. You should not watch those videos. Although they are good, they are not bad. You may feel sometimes I have watched a good educational video. It was good. It was about this. It was about history. It was about war. But does it matter currently? It doesn't matter. So once you do right things, it will give you confidence, and that confidence is good for your health. So good health is just multidimensional, as we talked about different things, and you should just work on those things to be good in life. If you want to avoid diseases, just prepare for them. Like you have to prepare yourself in such a way that diseases will not affect you that much. So that is for all from my side. If you people want to add something, you can go with that.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Mrs. Soliger. So I'm really glad to be a part of your group. It is actually my first time, being here with you guys, and it is really, really great, and I really like it. You know, Before I had been, in some other, discussion groups, and in those groups, there were very a lot of rush. Everybody was speaking, and there was not the right purpose. And your group is, just the perfect group I have ever been. I can confidently say this, and it is very, very excellent. And I need to say thank you for providing such services for us to, change our life and to be the best version of ourselves. And first of all, I would like to, give you a brief introduction about myself, and then I will get down to the business of our topic. And literally after that, I will also let other participant to share their ideas as well. So I'm Farzad Mahrami from Afghanistan, and the reason I'm here is to improve my life, not only uh, you know but not only the way we should live. However, I would like to, just bring some exclusive changes in my life, to, experience better life in order to, know myself and other important things which are important for me, and also to enhance my communication skills as well. So, thank you so much. So let's get down to business. So our topic is health, and you already provided us with a plenty of information, which was phenomenal and absolutely exclusive. So from my point of view, health is the most precious gift, from Allah to us, that we should definitely, appreciate it. And if we do not have the right health, in life, even if we have hundreds of millions of dollars, we cannot enjoy the life without having health, right? So health is very, very important. We have got to notice a lot, and it is the right topic to discuss about. And in our neighbors, in our neighborhood that we live, there is a person who has a lot of money, who is very rich. However, he says, according to him, uh, when it is dinner time or lunchtime, there are a lot of food. Other family members can eat the food. However, what he can eat is just bread. So now you yourself imagine having that much money and not being able to, eat something that you deserve or you want. It is absolutely, like a disaster. And so that's why health is very important. And you mentioned that, there are three types of health, which is mental well-being, physical and social, which are absolutely right. And I would like to, add this as well, how to have excellent mental well-being. So the first thing I would like to say is positive thinking. So in our today's world, there are a lot of distractions, a lot of wars, and a lot of bad newses. So the point is that we have got to be positive. The first thing we are supposed to do in order to have an excellent, mental well-being is, being positive. This is the first thing we've got to do, and we should avoid newses and social media platforms, and about wars. We've got to just be positive and think positively. And the second thing is being grateful for what we have. And this is the most important thing, that we've got to be grateful. We've got to thank Allah for what He has already given to us, and we've got to just focus on it, that what we have and what other people do not have. So this is very important. And the third thing about mental well-being is happiness. Most of people think that happiness is about money. If someone is happy who has a lot of money, which is the wrong idea. We can be happy even if we do not have a house. We can be happy if we do not have a money for dinner or lunch. We can make ourselves happy even by smiling, even by hugging our parents, even by hugging our siblings, brothers, sisters. There are all happiness that we should focus on. And also, to provide my opinion on physical well-being. So for physical well-being, if we want to improve our physical well-being, the first thing is we should avoid being lazy. Most of our people, especially in today's uh, modern world, the technology has impacted a lot of people. So a lot of people are absolutely lazy. They go to bed late. At, like, for example, in our country, it is very common that people go to bed at 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Why? Because they are being busy using social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, or some other social, for example, games, or we can say like PUBG and some other stuffs. So they're being busy with that. So if we want to have an excellent physical health and well-being, we've gotta, you know, uh, you've gotta improve uh, our subconscious and conscious mind. We should not be lazy. We've got to have a specific time for our, for bed, and a specific time for, waking up early in the morning. We've got to be early birds to be absolutely fresh. And the second thing is, exercise. We've got to exercise a lot, especially in the morning, because it impacts, you know, um, all day. If we, exercise in the early morning, so it just gives us the opportunity to be happy and be energized all day long. So this is very important. And the third thing is drinking water. It is also very important. If we do not drink enough water, so as a result or as a consequence, we cannot have excellent physical health, or in other words, it also impacts our mental well-being as well, because if our brain does not have any energy, so as a result, we do not have the right energy, and we feel bad, very bad actually, right? So as a result, so our brain just forces us to go to bed and start using social media. So and about the third thing, it is about social well-being, which is also very important. And in today's modern world, most of our people are interacting with each other through social media, right? Which is the wrong idea. If we interact with each other face to face, or if we see our friend, or if we gather with our friends, for example, to go to a picnic, or to go to a restaurant to each other, or to go to a park. So it helps us to be more socialized, and also to be an excellent person in order to improve the quality of our life. So this is how we can meet each other in order to be the best version of ourselves as a result. So this is just my opinion about health, and I also want to thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have learned something. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, Mr. Maharami, first of all, thank you very much for sharing your wisdom here. And I also appreciate the way you talk, the way you use these words and sentences, the way you pronounce words. It is absolutely wonderful. And for communication, it is said that we should be good listeners as well as good speakers. And we should listen to those people who are good at speaking. I think you are the best person for now here who speaks English perfectly, and that is great. And it is good for every person in this very group. We can learn from you as well, and you can learn from us as well. Keep joining, keep sharing your wisdom. That will be a great thing. And your energy, it describes everything about you. And that is it from my side.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Saliger. As I mentioned before, it is my first time, and I really enjoy. I really enjoy. I can see from the deep of my heart. Thank you so much. And your
Yeah, you are
English is
most
also
welcome.
very perfect. Your English is also very perfect, and it is a pleasure for me to be a part of your group and also to help you improve your communication skill and listening skill. And also, it is a pleasure for me to be here in order to listen to your precious words and to be a part of your family or community. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Now we have other people too. So, guys, if you want to contribute something, you can unmute yourself and share whatever is there in your heart.
Hello guys, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, so I was listening to you guys, which was very interesting topic. Uh, Mr. Maharama, also you mentioned good points. Thank you. I hear it. So what I'm saying is like keeping ourselves, our health is a great benefit for our life, for our future also. And one thought come to my mind when you talking like. There was some story or scientific studies, research about when we like if we tying our hand like constantly for a long period of time, so the energy and ATP going to that if it is right hand to the right hand will be cut. Like our brain will think about this hand is not so useful. So through time, our hand will be like useless and just like it could be paralyzed. So it is the same as through like when we come to our mind, if we didn't feed the right thing and if we didn't like train the right thing, it will be like it will damage. And there is also a philosophy, right? That is called the mind capacity or memory doesn't reach its full capacity. Like it didn't reach that like a memory. If we have a 2 GB memory, so when we upload files, it will be full. But mind is not like that. So when we add additional more information and knowledge, it will expand its capability despite of information we fed it. And the other thing I wanted to say is yesterday I was about to talk about the time limit, and it's about the book I have read from David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me, and he was saying about a man, and the man is in the profession of what we call it, like parachuter, and the parachuter was one day he was about to dive from a plane, and when he uh, started to dive, the other person also, the other skydiver also go out from the plane, and the former person doesn't know that a man is coming after him, so just he didn't release or stretch out the parachutes, and suddenly they collide, and the man, the former one, uh, like uh, bounce in the ground on the ground like a ball. So he was getting a severe damage on his health. And after doctors checked up him, they say this person can't live a long time or a long life in on Earth. but the truth is not that. Like the truth is or what he experienced on Earth is like he lived for a long period of time, uh, and they were also saying he can't get to his beloved jobs and he can't work. So David Goggins was saying, like this one, take this one. If he get this kind of injury and severe damage on his health, but didn't die, and go to his beloved job again. So he was saying about if we work about something on, and we can push the limits, and as long as it doesn't kill us, we can work it and we can go for it, like for our it could be our purpose. Yeah, so it's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Beta, it was wonderful to listen to you and the story of David Goggins. Great. It was impressive. But there was some, I think, glitch in between. Sometimes you were not clearly audible. But yeah, overall, it was great. I understood it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mister, for sharing with us what you had. And one thing I would like to recommend to you is that whenever you want to discuss about a topic, first of all, just clear it, make it clearer as much as you can. Because when I was listening to it, actually, I did not understand a lot what you are actually talking about, right? So therefore, otherwise, it was excellent. However, for much improvement, uh, just if you consider these as uh, good advice, so you would be even better upcoming. Thank you so much for sharing what you had for us.
Okay, so on the topic of health, I will follow a line. The line is like most expensive thing you own is your body. So invest in it. So choose first your body and pleasure and other thing is later. So that's my thought.
About I am audible, Surya?
Yeah, you're audible.
About health. So if we often people often talk about health, but they only talk about physical health, not mental health. If we see in our surrounding and anywhere, even our parents don't understand what is mental health. They if a person child is suffering from any mental health, they do not they do not consider it as a problem, and they say that आई एम यूजिंग हिंदी वर्ड हमारे टाइम तो ऐसा नहीं होता था हमारे साथ तो ऐसा नहीं होता था सॉरी फॉर दैट so in especially in our country it is the biggest problem that people don't consider mental health as a health, and even though the young generation don't care about it, they consume anything whatever they listen see, they took without checking whether it is good for them and bad for them. And physical health is important, but I think mental health is more important, because when you are mentally fit you can think about what is going with your body, because brain is most important function of our whole body. If it is good and it is functioning well, so it can focus on many things. So in our life we should focus on both things, whether it is mental or physical health, and we should work on both of this thing. For mental health, I will say that change your surrounding if it is not good. uh, uh, be with those people who give you positive vibe, not the negative one. And also don't take everyone words, and don't overthink about others. Just focus on what you want to do in life. And also one more thing, have purpose in life. If you have a purpose in life, you will give, put some efforts, and for that you should have both mental and physical health. So if you have a purpose in life, so you work on all these things, all these three things: your mental health, physical health, and on your purpose. That's and one thing that this new member, Mahamari, sorry for wrong pronunciation, said that money is not important. So I am saying that money is important. I think it is important for time. And if you want to survive, and if you want to have a daily, fulfill your daily needs, you should have enough money for that. So for this I want to say, if you born poor, it's not your fault, but you should not die poor. You should work for earning money also, but consider your health first. That's all.
Yeah, thank you so much, dear sister Ratha, for your point of view about health. And also, one thing you mentioned was absolutely powerful, which was mental health. It is much, uh, you know, or in other words, more important than physical health. If we have the right mental health, then we can handle what is going on in our life, because um, what we make decision by is our health, is by our mental health. If we have the right mental health, then everything just can be perfect as we demand in life. So this is absolutely important that we've got to consider. Thank you so much. And also, about to your reply to my message, well, actually, I am myself a trader, so of course you're right that money is important. But the reason why I say it, you know, money is not important, is because when it comes to happiness, most of people say, if I don't have, or if we do not have money, we are not happy. If we are poor, we are not happy. So now just you yourself consider, in the world, uh, how many percent of people are rich? Very few percent, right? Like, for example, we can say 10 to 12% or 15%. So how about the rest? Like about 75%. So they're all poor. So now, imagine this: if they do not have money, so can't they be happy in the rest of their life? Right? So most of people have this poor mentality. If we do not have money, if we are poor, so then we cannot be happy. So that's why I said that money is not important when it comes to happiness. We should be happy without any reason. We've got to find a reason for ourselves in order to be happy. So I hope you've got it. Thank you for listening.
W, you should also try to talk even few words.
Hi everyone. Can I have some chair? Cause I'm really nervous.
You don't need cheer. You should talk. While I am talking, I also stuck many times, but I am talking. and sharing my point of view. So you should share. You don't need anyone's cheer.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'd like to grab your attention in a sentence that you said money is not really important, but I would say it's really important because, as you know, if you want to actually follow a really strict and healthy lifestyle, you better need money for sure. And when it comes to health, so I'm gonna put your attention towards naturopathy. So I'm gonna give you the brief introduction why and how I actually land up in this course. So in 2020, when Corona was on a very, like, on a peak, so I was actually infected, not once, twice, but thrice, and I actually lost 25 kgs. I was actually looking like a skeleton, and I was a bit frustrated. So I was actually surfing on internet, and I came across this Patanjali. So I took admission, and I was there for 2 years under the guidance of Baba Ramdev, and there are a lot of monks. So they have actually educated me when it comes to naturopathy. So according to WHO, as Soldier has already defined that you need to be physically, mentally, and socially healthy. But when it comes to naturopathy, it actually states that normal functioning of body is in the harmony of, like, the nature. You need to follow the nature's law. And according to naturopathy, there are basically six principles. If you think you can follow it, so you're gonna be absolutely healthy. And I've actually followed it, and I got a great result. So the first principle, which states that the law of nature, and it states that the body stays healthy when we live according to the nature. So as we have thought about the term like the nocturnal, people used to say that we are nocturnal, we stay late, and our brain actually works really fast or efficient when it comes to uh, the night part. So if we see scientifically, so if you're gonna stay late and if you're gonna wake up very late, so obviously you're gonna get the vitamin D deficiency. So that's the first principle which actually states the same thing. The second principle states that the law of self-healing. So it actually states that our body has an inbuilt power to heal itself, be it mentally, physically, or spiritually. When it comes to third law, um, what was that third law? Yeah, it was like cause and effect. So it says that the disease doesn't come randomly. We do not get diseased. It's not a random process. It's actually a cause of wrong habits, be it your diet, be it your lifestyle, or it might be the stress which you have accumulated so far in your life. The fourth law was like accumulation of toxins. Yeah, this is the most important part. So disease happens when toxins build up in our body, and toxins could be in a different form, like the sputum in your throat, or we could say the acid in your stomach. So there are different kinds of kriya we used to do when we were like when I used to study naturopathy. I cannot recall the name of kriya, but I can actually tell you the technique. So the first technique which I used to do, like I used to put water, lukewarm water with a pinch of salt, and I used to like pour in the right nostril and flush it out from the left nostril. The second kriya which I used to do is like there was a thin rubber kind of a thread which I used to put in my nostril, and when it goes to my throat, I used to like pluck it out with the help of my hand, and I used to rub against the passage of my pharynx or larynx, or something like that. Another was like when people have acid, like when people have indigestion. So what we actually do, we take lukewarm water, and we drink like pretty much like unless until you're not actually about to puke. The moment you are actually filled, your throat is actually filled with a certain level of water, then you puke it out. And there is like Vasti, we used to say there was a long it's a bandage kind of a stuff, like a cloth which you used to swallow, and after that we need to like pull it out. So these were like the kriya we used to follow to actually accumulate the toxins. And the fifth one was law of elimination. So health improves when our body removes toxins, like in the form of sweat. When we are sweating, obviously we're going to sweat when we're actually going to exercise, or urinating. We should not be actually stopping our urination process. And the last but not the least, the law of holism, which is one of my favorite. So it says body, mind, and spirit are like interconnected, and it must be balanced. So in our Bhagavad Gita, there is a shloka. I'm not able to recall the chapter or the verse, but I can recall the shloka. It says, Yogastha Kuru Karmadi Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddha Siddho Samabhutva Samatvam Yog Uchyate. So what it actually means, like yogastha, like let's decode this like word by word. So yogastha means stay mentally calm, like you need to be very calm and composed. And then kuru karmadi, it means do your duties, and when you're actually performing your actions, you have to like get detached from the result. So we should be not be attaching the result, what the kind of work we are doing, whether it's like success or failure, which means siddhi asiddhi, success and failure, and staying equal in both. So there is a word called samatvam ki bhavna rakhna. It's like being equal, whether it's a success or failure, you should not lose your temper. And when it comes to actually eradicating the the bad health, so we have to actually find out what's the root cause. So the first one, we all know that improper diet, like eating junk foods or overeating or processed foods, these are really main cause of, we could say, the crux of your bad health. Second will be lack of elimination, as we have talked earlier, be it constipation or poor sweating when you're not actually exercising. So your body tend to not actually eliminate those toxins from your body. And when it comes to third, it's like the third one would be sedentary lifestyle, which most of people actually follow, be it like the gamer or the coder. So they have like least amount of physical activity, and because of they also get diseased. Or maybe yeah, they are actually ignoring the natural needs like the sleep or the hunger, the thirst, in the name of success or name of grinding themselves, or be it environmental factor, like as we all know, we are living in a very polluted air, or the lack of sunlight, which nocturnal people's actually deficient with these vitamin D. So yeah, these are all things. So when I was actually studying naturopathy in Patanjali, so we were like into a very strict schedule. Since naturopathy do not actually people do not actually validate when it comes to like very close to MBBS, because naturopathy is an alternative, medication, and it comes under Ayush. Few people, the scientists, believe that it's a pseudoscience. Few people think the result is actually the byproduct of placebo effect. But I am a very good example because I have actually healed myself, and I actually followed at least for 6 months. My brain capacity was actually having so high. It's like it just like on the next level. And the kind of lifestyle we used to follow in Patanjali was like it's compulsory to wake up at 4 a.m. and for like particular, like for every individual we have been assigned with a commando. And like, which if you have watched Big Boss, so in our whole campus, even our room, there were a CCTV camera. So we were in a very strict surveillance of what we're doing when we're sleeping. If we are actually getting up like late, so we used to be get fined. That would be like 50K. This was like the amount we used to pay for that. Or, the commando used to knock our doors and used to say, you better be sleeping. The yoga was compulsory. At 5, we have to go for yoga. Then after coming from yoga, like 6, we have to go for the yaj. And after we have to go for the classes. At 5th, like 5 p.m., we need to follow like whatever we want to do. Like if we want to practice yoga in a very advanced form, we could actually practice. And it was very compulsory to actually sleep by 9. If you're waking up late, so you'll be like fine, and the light is going to get off. So this was the lifestyle which I usually follow. So yeah, thank you. I hope I didn't bore you.
It was really wonderful. You know what I understood? In one line, if I had to summarize whatever you said,
Yeah.
disciplined life, it gives rise to a healthy life. We must be disciplined in life. While eating food, while sleeping, we should do like everything in proper form, in disciplined form. That is it. And we should follow the measures which are good for our health, like you
It's
followed for your
yeah,
health.
yeah. It's nice to say a very fancy word like a discipline, but what we actually say that we need to be close to nature. Like be it even our nature, we need to be close to that. Like if sun is rising, we better be waking up. That was what actually nature demands. We better be following that. That was main aim. So yeah.
Yeah. So if the day is over, we should sleep. So if day has started, we should wake up like that.
He talks so well, and his accent is too good, and he has a skill to of talking, but still he is hesitating to talk. Say that it was excellent, and please, if you can write these steps in the group, please share.
I would love to do that. And thank you so much for the kind gesture. I was actually a bit nervous, like, but thank you. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, W, you should write it down in group so that we can read it and understand properly because you are sharing with us something new on which we people don't focus. We just focus on waking up early in the morning, eat food, do this, do work, then sleep. But you added some more points which were wonderful. So if you will write, we can understand them more.
Sure, I'll do that. And maybe I'm going to share the Kriya also, which you should be practicing. Because if you
Mhm.
trust me, if you're going to follow it for 6 months, your IQ level is going to be on the next level, be it your IQ
Wow.
or EQ. Because I have followed
Yeah.
it and trust me, it works. It works wonder.
So explain everything there, okay? Like benefits, practices, all the stuff.
Sure, I'll do that.
So, guys, shall we wind up, or is there any other person who wants to talk something about health?
Okay, so I wanna talk about health.
Hmm.
So generally, physical health, mental health, and social health are different. But when we need to improve them, then we will go parallelly. Like if we do some physical work, like do some exercise, it will also improve our mental health. I believe in that thing. Like if you are feeling kind of stressed and sad, then just go for a walk. You will see the difference. So it's are like interconnected. It's not totally different or totally same, but they are interconnected. So we should improve them parallelly. Like they will improve parallelly. Like if you think like you will increase your mental health and you are ignoring your physical health, that's not gonna work. So that was from my and also uh, I wanna attract your attention to the gut health. Like our gut is a very important thing for our body. Our guts have so many like good bacterias, and our gut release some hormones that was also good for our mind. And also sleep schedule is also important thing, because sleeping in a set schedule, you will like your immunity will increase and you will fall ill very less. So you need a sleep schedule. That's a good thing. So that's from all me.
Good points. Beta, were you writing something?
And soldier, like I wanna ask a question from you. What is a VT challenge? Like somebody is asking for that thing.
There is a website. On that website, there is written everything. Or Radha can better explain you than me.
Yeah, I also joined it and I complete that challenge also. The thing is, it will develop consistency in you and many more things. It is better to explore it. You're gonna enjoy it, and if you are distracted, so it will help you a lot too. And also, it will help you recognize more things about yourself and help in many ways. Also, help in improving communication and thinking many things. I recommend to join it, and also it is free of cost, so why not join?
Okay, I will give try to that thing.
So, guys, shall we wind up, or is there something more? Because we have spent more than 1 hour here. Today, we have here a philanthropist. Hello, philanthropist. Can you unmute yourself? Philanthropist. Sona. Yeah, Sona. Rest of the people are old. Already they have talked. Maybe Sona is feeling shy. Okay, guys, let's meet tomorrow. This was all for today. Okay, tomorrow we have to discuss any book lesson. What is the day tomorrow? Friday, Saturday. Okay, tomorrow we have to talk about topic. So, what should be topic for tomorrow?
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can, and you can also suggest any topic for tomorrow.
Okay, so since I have already mentioned, like we need to release the toxins. So the one toxin which is really injurious for our health is our insecurity. Why not admitting our insecurity and finding a way to actually cope up with that insecurity we have?
Wow, wonderful. I have also read this line from that book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind.
I haven't read that.
He also talks about this thing. Like he says, this stress, insecurities, and all the stuff, they directly affect your physical health.
Indeed.
Mhm. That's why we should feel like we should be calm every single time. Be chill. Don't worry about others, what they think, what they say. It's our life, our choice. Like whatever we do, let us do freely. If that is good for us, let's
It's
continue.
it's very easy to actually say, but when it actually comes to the social,
See, it is easy to
but
say
when it
for those people who do it. Who do it, it is easy for them. But who have never tried, it is difficult for them.
I have a different opinion on that since we are in a group and we are a bit old as you have mentioned so far. So it's very easy to actually communicate with each other.
Hmm.
So it's a bit hard, at least for me. I mean, I can't say about you, but for me it's really hard.
Don't worry, we will make it easy for you. Mm. Yeah, I was talking about topic. What should we talk tomorrow about? Decide any topic, guys. Or is here any person who is having knowledge about dinosaurs? Tomorrow we will talk about them. How they wiped out from this planet. Why they wiped out. Extincted. Or suggest any other topic. But I have no knowledge about that. If you have knowledge, tomorrow you can come with that. Also, we have one more member here, her. She isn't joining these days. Okay, Sona, have any topic? Okay, Sona, you can here. Yeah, you are all the member. You are the member who founded this group. You are the cornerstone of this group. Okay, guys, suggest any topic. Sona was saying, I have any topic. So Sona, if you have any topic, you can write here. We need any good topic. Or if you have any expertise, you can talk about that topic tomorrow. Glad to meet you again. Thank you. It is my pleasure to see you here again. I was thinking like you disappeared anywhere in any forest, Amazon forest, and you are trying to search the way to reach to this group, this VC. Maybe someone showed you that map. Okay, there are some topics actually, if you can see in group. Yeah.
I have a topic. Can you go top?
No, your voice is breaking, so you are not
I'm
clearly
saying that
audible.
now I'm
Still,
not.
there are some issues from your side.
I'm saying the topic environment sustainability about.
Mm, Environmental. What environment?
I'm a I'm talking about sustainability. I
Okay,
mean for
sustainability.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's a great topic. Everyone should talk about that because we need
Let's
it.
vote. Okay, do you want to talk about that tomorrow? Do you want to share knowledge about environment tomorrow?
I
Sustainability
will
of environment?
I will try my best, but
Mhm.
need all your support.
Definitely. I'm always here to add some points. And if you want
Okay,
to
I will try to lead it.
talk, yeah, definitely you should come with some good points tomorrow. It will be wonderful. We will learn something about sustainability of environment. We should really learn something about environment so that we can make it better for ourselves and for other people. We should educate ourselves because these days schools aren't educating us. Okay, guys, let's leave now. Let us sleep. Let us follow whatever W said us today. Let us sleep now. Let's wake up early in the morning. And if we will not wake up, we have to pay some fine. We will be fined 50K. We need to sell our whole property. And that will go to, no, we have philanthropists already here. Philanthropists will pay our money.